about the blank date in the body of the De Jesus complaint is noted by the committee.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
The Honorable Tanwatco is recognized.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. Maybe for the benefit of the members who just received the complaint, is it possible to flash on the screen the verification page just to look at the signature, and it can be confirmed anyway by the endorser representative?
We are directing the committee secretariat to kindly flash in the screen the De Jesus complaint, especially the verification part.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Vice Chair Garbin.
just a clarification on the verification of Attorney De Jesus. We made mention that it was subscribed before the Office of the Secretary General. Upon perusing the verification, and the jurat tells us that it was Attorney Ana Patricia Chua who administered the notary. So let me be clarified, Madam Chair, whether there was a separate.
There are actually two documents that needs to be under oath. One is the verification, and the other one is the endorsement. And the Honorable Vice Chair Keith Flores would like to comment to that.
Madam Chair, while the verification was notarized by a private lawyer, I think, the endorsement, the resolution of endorsement, which was signed by the Representative Jet Nisay, was subscribed to before the Secretary General, Madam Chair.
Thank you for that clarification, Madam Chair.
Any other member who wishes to comment to the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint? If there are no other members who would like to, the Honorable Chair Abante is recognized.
Are we not discussing the sufficiency?
Please speak closer to the
Are we
microphone.
not discussing the sufficiency in form here?
But this is a proceeding on the sufficiency in form.
Yes, Madam Chair, but I did not hear any explanation of Congressman Nitay on the sufficiency in form. What I heard was the complaint on impeachment. Ang narinig ko kanina, yung mga complaint on impeachment, hindi ko narinig yung explanation niya on sufficiency in form. Hindi pa natin pinag-uusapan dito yung substance. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, ang sufficiency in form. Kaya nais ko muna marinig ang paliwanag ni Congressman Nitay tungkol sa sufficiency in form ng verified complaint na ito.
While the pronouncement of Representative Nisay is quite limited as to sufficiency in form, the chair heard it loud and clear when he said that the complaint of De Jesus is compliant with respect to sufficiency in form, and he made mention as well about the verification, unless Representative Nisay would like to make an additional manifestation.
Madam Chair, generally, a complaint is sufficient in form if it meets the formal requirement on its face. Sa ilalim ng rules, ang complaint dapat ay katulad ng nabanggit nyo kanina, verified under oath by the complainant through an affidavit stating that he has read and understood the contents of the complaint and that the allegations therein are true and correct based on his personal knowledge or authentic documents. So lahat po ng yan present naman sa ating complaint. Therefore, I am manifesting that the complaint is sufficient in form. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Bishop, I hope that satisfies the Honorable Abante. Any other member who wishes to comment on the sufficiency in form? Because otherwise, we will be proceeding to the determination of sufficiency in form of the second complaint. That is the Masa et al. Complaint.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Congressman Ridon is recognized.
I just wanted to be very clear on the topics of personal knowledge and authentic records, because for the record, I understand that in previous impeachment cases, the question of personal knowledge or authentic records is the crux on the sufficiency in form question. So I just wanted to know from the endorser whether or not the complaint is based first on personal knowledge or actually authentic records, Madam Chair.
The chair wishes to remind the committee members that our determination of form and substance should be confined in the impeachment complaint itself. As to whether or not it is indeed based on personal knowledge or authentic records, we will be proceeding to that on the proper time. But for the purpose of determination of sufficiency in form, what we're looking at right now is whether the verification is properly written, which means it has to include personal knowledge and authentic records.
I submit, Madam Chair.
May we flash on the screen for the benefit of those who wish to see the impeachment complaint. This is the verification part. Can you please zoom? What is significant in the verification is actually paragraph 3. And paragraph 3 reads, the allegations in the verified complaint are true and correct based on my personal knowledge or based on authentic documents. That is for consideration, of course, of the committee members.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Suntay is recognized.
Thank you. Madam Chair, in the determination of sufficiency in form, three things are important. Verification, endorsement, proper content and structure. The complaint is duly verified. It contains a sworn affidavit of the complainant affirming that he has read the complaint and that its allegations are true to his personal knowledge. There is an endorsement coming from the Honorable Nisay, and, well, if it contains the proper structure, well, the names of the parties are there, the designation of the offense and actual omission. I believe that the complaint is sufficient in form.
Thank you, Congressman Suntay.
Madam
The
Chair.
Honorable Vice Chair Dumogan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is clear enough. So let us vote for the issue on sufficiency.
We will come to that,
in
Vice
form.
Chair.
Madam
Okay.
Chair.
I think we have exhausted already our discussions as to sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint. We shall now proceed to our discussion on the sufficiency in form of Massa et al. Complaint. But let us hear first the manifestation of position of our endorsers. The Honorable Representative Tino is recognized.
Madam Chair, I defer to
Madam Chair,
Representative Ilago.
Madam Chair.
With the indulgence of the Honorable Tino, the Honorable Rodriguez is
Let
recognized.
us first, it's a matter of order. We have already discussed, and there's a presentation of the congressman endorsing the complaint. There has been statements that they are informed. I think we should now vote. We should not vote on the first one before we go to the second one. Yes, so I ask for a vote, Madam Chair, for the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint as endorsed by Congressman Jet Nisay. So moved, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to vote on the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. Do I
Second.
hear a second?
Second, Madam Chair.
The same has been seconded. So the motion is granted. The chair is now ready to hear the necessary motion.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable
Madam
Ambenabante is
Madam
recognized.
Chair, I move to declare the impeachment complaint filed by Attorney Andre R. De Jesus sufficient and informed. That's already been moved by me. It's already been moved. So let us move on the prior motion.
The
and we have
understanding
to
of the
vote or
chair
not.
about the motion of the Honorable Rodriguez is a motion to vote already about the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint, and that is why I solicited a second, and the chair granted that motion to vote already. Now we are entertaining the motion to declare the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form, as raised by the Honorable Amben Amante.
Vote, Madam Chair, the motion to vote, if it is voted in favor, it's approved. It is therefore voted in form as sufficient. So there's no need for another motion to declare. Because I have already moved to vote, and with that vote, it will result on either its referral back to the Secretary General because it is insufficient in form, or it is approved, it is sufficient in form, and we proceed to the next step. Thank you, Madam Chair.
With the indulgence of the Honorable Rodriguez, the chair was listening very well when he raised the motion of voting already about the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint. And the intention of the chair, when she recognized Honorable Rodriguez and even solicited a second to that motion, is to resolve whether or not we will be doing the voting now or after we deliberate on the sufficiency in form of the second impeachment complaint. So, with the indulgence of the Honorable Rodriguez, I hope we can proceed. We have granted the motion to do the voting now, and now we are entertaining the motion to declare the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. There is a motion to declare De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form, as raised by the Honorable Amben Amante. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection?
I object, Madam Chair. I did not properly hear the explanation on that sufficiency in form. And that is what I would like to hear. And because of this, I object.
There is a motion to declare the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. The same has been objected to by the Honorable Abante, and therefore we will be dividing the House. Those who are in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Comsec, please count. All right, did we get the number? Those who are not in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Those who abstain, please raise your right hand. With 46 votes in favor, 1 vote against, and 1 abstain, the chair declares the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form.